Hello, YouTube people. So as promised, I'm doing another VEDA. This is MusicTherapy Laz. Thank you, my brother Andrew, who reminded me to start off with who I am and what this is all about. So MusicTherapy Laz, yeah. I've created a channel here on YouTube for musicians to enjoy and people who are new to music, and also to learn and teach about music as a form of therapy. I have studied some psychology, so I do know a little bit about how it can help people. But the obvious is, people that are stressed, have traumas, going through all kinds of life altering situations. Having an outlet like music, which is very creative and emotional, lets you get that out. Music is a very good way to express yourself. A very productive way. You can then learn to play an instrument and play with other people, and for the most part, you get positive feedback. And so far on YouTube, I've been getting very positive feedback, so it's been really cool. It's not a lot of feedback, but So I've been really enjoying doing this, what's called VEDA, which is a challenge on YouTube to new channel people, creators, to do a vlog every day in August or in April, I guess. And so I'm doing this one here for August, obviously, and thank you to Ben Coombs and Johnny Bean and many other, inspiring YouTubers out there. Henning Pauly, definitely got me started and gave me gas. And hence all this crazy equipment. I had one guitar. I was happy, dude. Anyway, so I had a keyboard too. So I'm primarily a keyboard player, but I had a workplace injury where I still have numbness in my pinky and my ring finger on my dominant right hand, which really sucks because when you play octaves and a lot of, I can still play the piano, but it just doesn't feel the same. Whereas with guitar, it's all right here, right? Unless you're tapping, and I doubt you're tapping with your finger, your pinky finger, unless you're Henning. Maybe Henning uses his pinky for tapping. Henning, do you? Anyway, so I'm going to do today's vlog. I've done one earlier, but I got to catch up. I'm behind like a couple. So it's the 13th day of VEDA, and I need to get caught up. So lucky 13. Here we are. I'm going to do a song that I don't even really know the name of it. I think it's called St. Augustine and the Burning Flame or Fire, something by Sting back in the 90s. I think it was 2000s even, maybe. I think it recorded in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was on Soul Cage's album, which is phenomenal. I mean, what Sting album is not? He's one of my, I think, musical heroes in a sense, like Bowie and so many others, Jeff Beck, and just people that were doing things no one else would dare to do. I mean, that guy mixed reggae with jazz, with pop, with rock, with punk. I mean, who does that, right? But that's why he's so smart and a genius in music and all that. And he took those chances and risks, and look what happened. But yeah, I really admire him as a writer and a singer and a composer. And bottom line is, this is a really cool song. I don't even know if he wrote it or who in the band wrote it, but it's played on mandolin, I believe, the guitar part, which I'll be playing with this Washburn acoustic electric, which is plugged in. That's right. Oops. I'm going to cut in the cord. And I have that plugged into my Black Star mini amp. And I have just the Arena and that was a simple tuner. The Arena is basically the same thing as a Hall of Fame, but it's an arena of reverb. So hence that. Right? Doesn't that sound great? So what I've done is I quickly recorded a track already of the basic kind of like thumpy thing, because I didn't want to bore you guys with that. It would take too long. And this little, I downloaded this app for free. I don't even know what it's called. I forget. It's some kind of multitrack thing. You can buy the upgraded version to it, of course. So it allows you to do multiple tracks, and you can just throw, some ideas together, right? So I have the headphones plugged in right now because if I don't, you're going to hear the drum kind of part, and that'll be heard through this, and then it'll double up, and it'll create like doubling. I already tested it and found that out. So I'm going to play it in the background here. I'm going to play the rhythm part, which I did a little bit yesterday, but I was so out of practice, and even now haven't really practiced or played guitar much, but this is this part. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record. I just blew it. So I gotta stop this. So I blew that. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that track. I'm gonna remove this track as well. There's a bunch of duplicates there. And I'm gonna do one more time. Bear with me. I messed up again in the same spot. And you know why? Because I'm rushing on the beat and it's throwing me off. So I'm going to do this one more last time. If I don't get it, I'm quitting. I don't know if you guys are still watching this. You're as crazy as I am. All right, here we go. Last time. Alright, so I got that part down. So I'm going to play that back for you guys so you can hear that from the beginning. Oh, wait a second. I got to plug it in. You can hear it through these little black stones through this through the simple speaker of the tab. And I'm just not going to record it. I'm just going to play live over the solo part. I could record it, but then it's going to have that doubling thing. So I'm not going to. So I can take this off. Yay! Okay, here we go. that's all I wanted to show you guys. I haven't played that song in a while, and it was cool to kind of just throw this together. It was great therapy for me on this Tuesday, the 13th. I definitely, thought it was fun. Now I have this extra like multi-track recording thing that I can now download onto my DAW once I get the computer over there hooked up. Oh my god, I still have so much to do here. I gotta move all that stuff upstairs. I've been working on the upstairs storage areas to get this place kind of cleared out because there's all this crap still here. And yeah, I'm working on it every day. I'm working on it, so I'm really happy about that. Oh, look at who's there. Pachamama and Pachatata. They're called tumis. They're like little sacred dolls that the people up in Lake Titicaca have. The Amuru people. Amaru people. Anyway, wonderful time in Peru. Anyhow, just wanted to share this with you. This is like one way that you can express yourself. You can find a simple 4-track or multi-track. This is a multi-track recorder. One that I found that I used in Peru like 7 years ago when I recorded this just for fun because I was bored and I needed something to do. I used like a totally out of tune and out of it was like the guitar was not really playable. It was like messed up. But I still had fun and it was great therapy for me then. And it's great therapy, like I'm saying, for me now. So that's what it's all about for me. Therapy for me, therapy for you, therapy for everyone. Let's all have some musical therapy in our lives, right? And the gearhead side of me that I like to kind of throw out there as well. Why I have so much gear and why I have so many pedals, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, really. Why I have all this stuff is because I think, your sound matters. I mean, you want to sound good, right? So I could have just done without this, right? Just turn this off. Something like that. But doesn't that sound better? Right? So tone, that's the sound, right? The tone matters. So I have this saying, the tone is in your mind. It's a subjective thing. Everyone's tone's going to be different. That's what's great. Somebody will come up with a tone and that'll be the new thing, right? Maybe 10 years from now, it'll be like, that's old hat, But the bottom line is that tone is in your mind. I really believe that. I think that's the fun part of this is our mind is going nuts on all these pieces of gear and all these ways of making tone. But feel, right? What made me play that? I don't know. But feel, I think, really comes from your emotional part of you, your heart, or we call it. Anyway, there's been some interesting psychology on that too by other people. Look up what the Germans discovered when they did some recent studies on how the heart knows by a fear or flight or fight response. The heart knows like milliseconds before whether something's going to be a fight or flight response or a positive happy response. The heart knows it before your actual visual cortex, even before even the image is sent. Your heart knows something positive or negative is going to be coming. That's like time lapse, time travel kind of. This is beyond, our understanding of consciousness. So there's a lot going on when it comes to music, frequencies, sounds, all these things. There's so many things into it that I want to really put on display on this channel about how sound affects us. I mean, when you think about it, we're just a bunch of, quantum bubbling atomic pieces and parts that are just bubbling in on some level of some frequency, right? We see things in a concrete way, but that's for our ability to be able to survive in this physical world. We have to have that perspective, but we can discover through other perspectives, other I guess, relative realities, right? What it's all about. And music is touches you in a way, it touches your heart and your mind in a way that almost nothing else does. I mean, maybe there's a couple of things, but yeah, for sure it's unique. So I wanted to share, this simple way of putting some ideas together. If you want to throw some ideas together, it took me really about an hour to kind of set everything up and try out this multi-track recorder and make sure I got things sounding nice and record. I did a few tests and a few takes. But if you're just wanting to slap some ideas together, get a riff down, man, you can sing into this thing on your phone, right? I do that all the time. I have a simple voice recorder. I do single line things, but you can do multi-track stuff. Tap out a beat, sing out a bass, sing out, singing, scatting as they call it, singing out parts to a song that you might want to do, and even coming up with some lyrics to it right off the bat too. That's something that I do all the time, and I'll post some of those musical items up in the future as well. Excuse me. Finally, a video burp. First one. So, and I think it has something to do with sitting down and playing guitar, because normally I don't sit down and play guitar unless I'm on my couch playing. I like to stand and play, so it's hard to do that. I really admire Robert Baker for doing that all the time. Thank you, Robert, for being a stand-up dude, playing standing up. I have a song idea I'll probably do that has to do with this whole sitting down playing at home kind of thing. It'll be kind of fun. Thanks again for watching. Sorry for blabbing on. That's what vlogging is all about, though, right? Video logging. Here I am video logging. So MusicTherapy Laz out once again. Catching up on my VEDAs. I'll do another tonight, and I might be all close to all caught up, right? Maybe I have to do one or two more. And the bottom line is, this is all for fun. You should be having a good time doing this. There should be absolutely no stress in playing music. If you're going to a teacher and you're stressing about your lessons or stressing about your playing, quit that teacher, man. I'm telling you. Unless you really think that stress is important, because there are some positive stresses, like in sports and things, Sometimes you have to push yourself, but it should not be a negative stress. It should be a positive stress. It should be something that is pushing you, in a good direction. So not all stress is bad, right? So bottom line, thank you for watching. I say bottom line too much. I really appreciate those who have and some of my new subscribers. I'm trying to, hit 100 by the end of the month. So I've got a long way to go. I'm not even at 50 yet, and we're already almost halfway through the month. And I already had like 25, 30 subscribers before I started this VEDA thing. So hopefully, if I throw up some better things, people will watch more. Maybe I'll throw up one of my original songs and see what happens with that. All right. Thanks again, MusicTherapy Laz out for the fifth time probably. Have a great rest of your day, and see you later.